she was sharing her experience of talking to the players about this topic at this tournament, and also which other kind of I would say feelings and how the players have been opening up and expressing other things that they have experienced as a player and the connection with the game. So when you came in.
Sorry for interrupting.
And going back, like talking about how they can have children and they are women, so they should stay in the kitchen and cook and not play football. But I shared my story, how I'm a mother of two beautiful girls, and I played football and in the youth level, played professional in the US, and now I reside there, and I'm giving back to the society, giving back to the young girls that also want to play and be a mother someday. So I try to encourage them that being a female footballer does not make you to feel less than yourself as a woman. It makes us bring the beauty of the game to the world to see. And with Jessica with me on the stage, the next time that we did it again, the second time, it was more beautiful because she talked about her own ordeal, playing because they won't let her dress up the way she wants, feel comfortable and all of that. So I will let her share her own feeling on the stage and everything. And Jill was there too.
It was very impactful.
Yes, like Mercy told, that it was good to share the story of in front of these girls, these young girls, and what we do as a player post panel, as a team, to try to work against racism and discrimination. I share my story because now in France I can't play because I wear Asian. In France we can't play football. Girls can't play football because they wear Asian, and I think it's a big problem because I think football must unite the world and must be for everybody. We mustn't care about religion, but race, sex. We are just seeking to play football, and it must be for everybody in the world, even for girls who wear hijab, because I think because of football we can be in a good situation, we can share things with other people, and we can open the marriage. So I think we must do something as a player panel to be and to feel that when we are on the field we are safe and we are in security, and we can just play football, and because football is just a game, and everybody must play and must have a game. I just share that in front of all these young girls.
Mikael just came from Doha. Was with the boys. Be a different experience.
Yeah, totally different. Lot of testosterone ready to fight to get the trophy. Yes, I was with Gert and Pavel, and we had a good experience as well on the stage amongst the high performance specialists. And Arsene came as well to give some advice to the boys. So they were ready and they listened to what we have to say about our actions, what we've been doing for the last year or so. And yeah, they took notice of what we're doing, especially when we mentioned the names of the first vice panel, Mr. George Malondor, it speaks for itself. So it's very powerful, impactful, and in 20 minutes we delivered a very good message. And I think it went across quite well, and the boys are now aware of what we do, where they can find support, when they can report incidents, and also the referees that can make the gestures. So it was good. It was a good start, and since we have another 4 years in Doha and Rabat, I think we can plan to.
Now the president is here now, and he always says that we need to responsibilize people around the globe, competition organizers and federation, some that are doing really well, to be action, who presented what they do, the action plan that they've got, how we can work together, because you always say that the money of football needs to stay in football. So if UEFA does a project, CONMEBOL does a project, we use the money to do a same project. It's also maybe not clever from our side. The players panel gave the feedback that they have. We will be meeting again with online, obviously, to keep working. They have youth competition as well. The purpose of the meetings is not political; it's operational for this fight that we all do, and to make sure that everybody is on the same track. These were the 2 days. If I summarize this properly, Ivan, maybe you can touch base. And Mr. George also came and said that we need to make sure that we sensibilize the governments and to touch base the communities. And Mr. George, maybe you want to address people here why the president is here.
Well, thank you. I think I prepared a speech on behalf of the panel. So, Mr. President, good to see you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the legends, my fellow panelists, I would like to extend deepest thanks and appreciation to you, Gianni Infantino, President of FIFA, for giving us this important opportunity to serve on this panel aimed at fighting racism and discrimination in this beautiful game. As the great Nelson Mandela once said, racism is a blight human conscience we all must work to eliminate. This disease from the beautiful game, on and off the pitch. I want to thank all my fellow panelists for stepping up to this huge challenge. We must build upon current efforts by FIFA, the various federations, our partners in government and civil society, and find new and innovative solutions to this ugly situation. Since yesterday, a lot of work has been done here in Rabat. As we continue the discussion today, let us remember that humanity depends on all of us to succeed. On behalf of the panel members, I also wish to assure everyone that as individuals who have personally experienced racism during our own careers, we understand how profoundly damaging it is, not just to the sports, but to players, fans, supporters, and humanity at large. To my fellow distinguished panelists, it is a proud moment working with all of you together as we strive to kick racism out of the beautiful game, for the good of the game and for humanity. Thank you. Mr. President, welcome. Yes.
Merci, Monsieur. Thank you, my dear George. Thank you for your words, your impactful words. Thank you for being here. Thanks to all of you for being present, members of the players, voice panel, the confederations, the member associations who participated as well in the last days, because the cause which brings us together here is definitely the most important cause that we need to fight for and defend and attack as well in the right way. And we can do that only if we are working together, as you rightly said. Only as a team we can win. You've all been great players. You know that an individual might score some goals, but only a team wins competitions and matches. And this is the team. This is the winning team. This is a team that has impact, and we have, and you have an impact by addressing the girls and at the under 17, the boys at the under 17, the world with our words and our actions. We started this process at the FIFA Congress in George last year in Bangkok, where we had the unanimous support of all 211 member associations to really do something, because we have been talking enough. Now we have to act, and it's of course not easy, and it's not evident, and sometimes it's easier not to say something and just to accept what is happening and just move on. But that time is over, and by being together and by expressing our voice and your voice, for example, in the situation in France with regard to the hijab, I think these are situations that maybe people are aware, maybe they are not aware, maybe they don't think about it, maybe they think, well, we have other issues to think about. But for this reason, we created this Players' Voice panel to raise the voice and to speak up, because this is the first step to really come to a definite solutions. The other steps that we have put in place, that you've been speaking about, that you know that the regulations, the sanctions, we changed our disciplinary code, we increased of course the sanctions, the education programs at competitions, but also more generally in schools, in the framework of the Football for Schools program of FIFA. All of these steps are, of course, integral part of our process to defeat racism and discrimination once and for all. And it has many different forms. We see now, even at this FIFA Under 17 Girls World Cup, how globalized women's football, which as such is still discriminated in many parts of the world, and we see how global it has become. For the first time, we organize a Women's World Cup in Africa. And the semi-finalists are from 4 different confederations, from CONCACAF, CONMEBOL, AFC, and UEFA in Africa. So we can see that the whole world is involved, and that's why the strength and the power of the message that we can pass and that you can pass is absolutely crucial. Similar for the boys who are playing now in Qatar in the Under 17 World Cup. There is an attention, there is a media attention from all over the world, and we have to use this attention to pass our message and to continue with this. It is much more powerful if you speak than if some administrators speak, or even if some decisions are taken by some disciplinary bodies which affect only one particular situation. We have to do everything. We have to act. As I always say, and I really believe that to act in a racist way is not just wrong, but it's right, and prosecute and push authorities to prosecute racist acts. But on top of that, we need to keep going, we need to keep talking, we need to keep defending, we need to keep raising our voice, your voice, and you can always count on us we always need to remind ourselves why we are here. Because sometimes we tend to think that there are other things we are doing, which is right, but this is for us the most important cause, because it has to do with education, it has to do with some way we want to raise our children as well for a future that should bring people together. Football brings people together, football unites the world, and we need to unite the world also by passing on the right messages. So you have been doing great work in the last couple of days here. We are continuing this work together. This is again, it's the beginning of our actions, and let's make sure that our voice, that your voice, the players' voice, is heard. Not just here in Morocco, in this beautiful, actually, you've probably seen it, visited this beautiful center, this beautiful city as well. But from here, all over, the role of the players and the players' voice planning is absolutely crucial. So, big thank you from me personally, from FIFA, from everyone that loves the game, for your engagement, for your commitment, for your time, for you putting yourself at disposal for this wonderful cause, which will have an impact in lives of many people, particularly many girls. And this is, I think, the most beautiful gratification that we have, knowing that what we do, has a real impact, changing and impacting lives. Thousands, maybe millions of children out there. So let's continue the great job, let's continue great work, and let's work together as a team, and let's win this. Let's win this World Cup. This is the World Cup we will all win together. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. President. Matthieu, Jason, they are great leaders, they are good team, and confident in this caliber of personality on the table. And I believe that they can deliver. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
The family picture?
Yes.
Outside?
Yes.
And then there is the players' union.
You wanted to come on outside? Yeah. I know. J'échange les échanges. Oui.
C'est bon. Sorry.
Et après,
Para deixar a tradução.
Ouais, quelle heure?
Everybody
Broadcast football
all PvP team members.
Yeah, players are.
Il faut enlever le...
I think George is special in the children. You do the confirmation. Only PvP and captain. And FIFA GS.
May I kindly invite you for a team picture?
Of course.
In the middle.
That's all PvP. May I also kindly ask you to make it Are you okay?
Yeah, I see. Very nice, yeah. Thank you.
Confederations. Please. Christina, where's Christina? Please. Huh? Oh, thank you.